So there's this incredible athlete growing up in the inner city. Has a lot of potential, but his way of dealing with any problem or any stress is based on his surroundings, and his environment is violence. So he's kind of the bully in his neighborhood. So one day, he's at the basketball court showcasing all his moves, and his coach just happens to be driving by the park. And every time he's driving by the park, he always looks over to see if anybody's over there playing. Well, he noticed this kid was out there just dominating the other kids. So he quickly busted a U, pulled up into the parking lot of the park, and just sat in his car and watched for about 30 minutes. And he watched this kid put on this amazing display of basketball. At the same time, he watched this kid pushing and shoving and basically bullying everybody on the court. So in essence, even if he wasn't a great player, he still kind of would have had his way because he was such a bully. But the coach saw something in the kid, got out the car, went over and introduced himself. The kid was very reluctant because, of course, where he comes from, trust is a very, very strong issue. And so he reluctantly talked to the coach, but the coach said, listen, I want you to come play on my basketball team. And the boy's like, I never did that before, man. He said, I don't even know who you are, man. I don't do that. But he kept talking to the coach, and something the coach said must have resonated with him, because all of a sudden, the kid became interested. Now, no parents at home. He's living with his uncles. And they were in and out of trouble. So it was one uncle in, one uncle out, kind of how it happened. So the guy follows the kid back to his house and asked the uncle if the kid could be part of his basketball team. Told him they wouldn't have to pay any money. He'd come pick up the kid all the time. So uncles agreed. He started working with the kid, started picking him up. First and foremost, they get in games, and the kid would be bullying. Somebody would push him. The kid would break out into a fight, just start fighting in games. Little by little, the coach kept telling him, listen, you cannot be violent. This is an organized game. You have to use your aggression in the right manner on the court. Little by little, kids start getting a little bit better at it, start being able to deal with the adversity a little bit better on the court. And so they went to this one tournament. Now, the kid still has this anger built inside, so whenever he's on the court, he always looks mean. Tournament director's watching one of their games, just happened to walk by, kind of like the coach did. And he sees a kid out there just looking like he's mad at the world. But he takes an instant notice because he had a good size, he had so much athleticism and so much talent, dominating the game, but still looking like he had lost his best friend and was just mad at the world. So after the game, there was a little incident between the kid and somebody else. And the tournament director, of course, he was called in to address the issue. And he looks at the kid, he says, why are you so mad? And the kid was like, oh, he just really didn't want to say nothing. And then the tournament director goes a step further. He says, what's your goal? What are you trying to achieve? And the boy was like, I want to go play basketball at Oklahoma State University. He said, Oklahoma State University? He said, what's your plan? And he's kind of mumbled, I don't have no plan. He said, tournament director said, listen to me. Every time I see you for the rest of this tournament, whenever I see you, I need a smile. Because right now, you acting like you lost your best friend. You acting like the world is just such a dark place. It's not all bad. And so the kid hit him with this little fake smile then. Went on about his way. Next game they were playing, tournament director rolls up on the court. Kid sees him. And the tournament director smiles at him. Kid kind of gives him a little bit of a smile. Game's over. Tournament director pulls him to the side and he says, listen, I've seen a lot of kids with your talent fall by the wayside because they couldn't figure out how to separate what was happening to them at home from the reality of where they wanted to go. And he said, you want to go to play basketball for Oklahoma State University? He said, son, there's a very thin line between playing basketball for Oklahoma State University or winding up in the Oklahoma State Penitentiary. And you need to make a decision, even at your young age, what course you want to take in your life. And he said, that's exactly why I told you that I need you to smile whenever I see you. Because that smile is going to change the energy inside of your body. That smile is going to change the energy of how people perceive you and how they react and how they treat you. And that smile is going to give you the strength to withstand anything that you're ever going through. So the next game the kid was playing, He's playing. He kind of got that little mean mug that he always has, looking mean. Tournament director walks up. They happen to be shooting free throws. He looks over at the tournament director. Tournament director hits him with a salute. The kid flashes $1 million smile. Lit the whole place up, lit the tournament director up. And what was so crazy is that the kid went out and played the best game of his life, smiling. When the game was over, he came up to the tournament director, because the tournament director just happened to be wearing this shirt like I have on. And he said, "Coach, I want to make every day a Wednesday." And the tournament director was like, "Whoa, follow me." And he just gave that kid this exact same shirt. And he took a picture of the kid with a trophy in that shirt. And what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is that the kid's coach, one person. Tournament director, one person. Each and every one of us have the power to meet an individual where they are at, pour some life into them, and see the fruits of our labor take shape in a short amount of time. Now, we don't know where the story's gonna end, but I know right now that young man has a couple of people in his corner that are meeting him where he's at, and that are planting some seeds that all he has to do is water them. Lay back, work hard, and watch them grow. You can make a difference. And sometimes it's simple as telling somebody, whenever they see you, you want to see them smile. This story definitely motivates me, and I need to know what motivates you.